Oh my god. I'm so bad. I'm so off. Okay, fine. I wish I could just reset it. Wah, wah. We gotta pull it all the way around. Wow, that's exciting. And that's what's great about the game, too, is, like, I love that they're still working on it and that the community is buzzing about changes that they're making. That would be sensational if, like, they went back in some direction so I was actually caught up and I could, like, you know, follow along with what was happening. All right, drop it. Put the bar... There it goes. Now move it. Now we gotta stamp this baby. Do. Alright, let's smash it. Smashed. Alright, now... we gotta move it over. Hey, Delta B. How's it going, my friend? Good to see you. I know, and that's what, like, I mean, not to kind of go back to the conversation that Alex and Fading were mentioning with the latest No Man's Sky update, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like, when people are just constantly breathing life into it and evolving and changing the game, it's really fascinating, and it's such a unique part of being a gamer in the modern era. You know, like, growing up playing Nintendo games, like a Nintendo game would release, it could never be updated or changed in any way. It was just done, right? And so you just kind of lived with this finished product, but now things can be ever changing, which is great. The problem is when sometimes they release games too early and then don't ever get them up, change them, or I don't know, but I'll take what we've got. All right, we're going to open this door. Okay, open the door. Put it in there. Corporate culture is holding the game back. That's awful. And what confuses me about that is I thought that this game got bought by some other entity, and that was a good thing, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I agree, Delta. The mods for certain games, I mean, like, completely change the experience. It's crazy what people who aren't even hired by the company can do. It gets bought all the time. That's funny. I thought this new acquisition was something unusual, but I could be totally wrong. Hey, Vincent. What is up, my friend? Good evening. You know it, Vincent. Elemental Workshop 4, my friend. We're doing it. It's amazing. I mean, and Amy, to that point, too, Final Fantasy XIV is effectively the kind of MMO version of No Man's Sky. Like, you know, it was, you know, terrifying when it was first released, and then given new talent and time, they made it into a complete gem. I want to play Project Zomboid, Delta. It's on my list of games to play. And it looks awesome, my friend. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Have you played it? Do you like it? Brutally hard, Alex. I like it. I'm being super greedy about that one. Like, I have so many games and I'm backlogged so much that I just reach out to the developers and see if they'll throw me a bone as, like, you know, a minuscule content creator to make some videos on it. And sometimes they'll say yes. And then it's like, okay, great. I can make, like, Death Trash, for example. The devs are like, here you go. Or Core Keeper, you know, or whatever. And so it works out. I did reach out to Project Zomboid, and it's a no. But, or they never said anything, but maybe one day. You know, Vincent, I keep meaning to do a series on Dwarf Fortress. I was talking about this the other day. So my buddy Fading introduced me to the game Dwarf Fortress 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I mean, a long time ago. And I've played it off and on over the years. And it's one of my, it's just an absolutely fantastic game. And I'm rusty. I'd have to relearn some of the mechanics. And I keep telling myself, well, I'm going to not do a series on it until it comes out for Steam. But then the Steam release just keeps getting, like, pushed back. And so maybe I just need to make do a series on it with the current version. Dwarf Fortress is one of those things where I spent, like, an entire summer learning the game, watching tutorial videos, and learning how to do things, because it was so complicated but so satisfying if I got them done. Now you have games like RimWorld or Clanfolk or things like that where they do a lot of the stuff of Dwarf Fortress, but they make it a bit easier on you as a player. But nothing gets the feel of Dwarf Fortress. I mean, it's the deepest, most complicated game I believe that's ever been made. I believe it has that title, the most complicated game ever made. All right. Yeah, that's great. That's a good point, Amy. You know, and it's fun coming into RuneScape now, like, and seeing, like, you guys tell me, like, they've changed this, like, 4 or 5 times, you know, and tweaked it to get it just right. It's awesome. Okay. There we go. All right, so we're going to open the door. Or no, wait, I gotta open the door. Yeah. Almost had it that time. Open the door, pull it in there. Uh-huh. 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 Turn it. Go over here. Get this done. Is there a world record for prime bar? Like, is there a start to finish prime bar time record? I'm talking harvest the elemental ore, make the bar, come down here and prime it. I wonder what the fastest time in history for that is. There's got to be some speed run of this. All right, here we go. Pull that back. Close this. Almost there. Hit it. Hit that lever. That's great, Amy. That's a good decision. Like, I love the campiness of having, like, the interns make quests and stuff, and I can see how that would work for non-major quests, but for, like, the primary lore quests, they should have a team of writers and people that are dedicated and working together on it. I mean, if possible, that seems more ideal. Wait, no. There we go. Yeah, take it. Got it. All right, so I got 2 prime bars. So now, let's go down. Let's see what we got here, people. Okay, we're going to go down the steps, and we're going to keep going. This is the door, I think, that we need to open. So we went in here, and this is... Is this the deepest door? The door is locked. All right, so let's see what we got here. Examine it. There's a thin gap, the edges of which look worn and sharp. Okay, so what he did was he talked about a knife's edge or something like that in the book, right? At the very first part in red, it says, your ideas must be sharp and keen like a blade. Put your nose to the grindstone and the edges of that idea will begin to form, right? So a nose to the grindstone on the edges. So I need to turn these bars perhaps into something sharp to slide around the edges of the door. So let's go see what I can make with the ingredients that I have. It's cosmic magic. Alright, so at the bench, what can I craft? I can make a crane claw, gloves, boots, body, helmet, and shield, but nothing sharp. So he says put your nose to the edge of the grindstone. Okay. Let's think about that. I know I have a body. Do I have gloves? Not really. Okay. So I need some kind of like something sharp that would go along the edges. I don't know if I need a grindstone. Alright, let's think. Do I just need to... What can I do with... Oh, no, pick up my elemental ore. Can I, like... Well, let me look at the bar itself. It's a primed ingot. It is thin. I mean, in this state. Okay. Let's think about what we can do in the elemental workshop. All right, so let's look again at the room that with the puzzle for some inspiration, guidance, help, love. Let's see. The body door, right. Okay, door seems to be stuck. Indeed, it is stuck. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything in here that is outwardly helpful? Now, it does say, your ideas must be sharp and keen, like a blade. Put your nose to the grindstone, and the edges of that idea will begin to form. And then they talk about building with cosmic magic a life form called the Davi. Oh, I'll the safe word, that's a great question. So what I will say is again, I'll say the same thing. I'm stuck if I get stuck. But right now, I'm just exploring. But yes, thank you. All right, so let's look at the door again. There's a thin gap. The edges look warm and worn and sharp. Let's see if I can get it with the bar itself. Using this on the door does not help. Okay, so there's a separate like window for that. All right. Okay. Detailed crafting. Good for hitting things. All right. So I know it said that you needed a hammer and chisel for this quest, but maybe I can't use the ones on my tool belt. Hey, hey. Crab, good evening. Oh, okay, Amy. Take care. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good one. Well, Crab, we're doing Elemental Workshop 4 here. Trying to make the dream happen. Okay. Let me ask you guys this, in terms of safe words, like we were just mentioning. Can I use the hammer and chisel that are on my tool belt, or would I be better served by getting an actual hammer and chisel that is independent of my tool belt? Or is that not even something I should worry about right now? Did I already use that? I need an extra tool. Okay. Thank you. Alright. So, a sword might work. Something sharp. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the bank and see what we can scare up. I want to bring a few things and just try to get them. And if I look at the tool belt, right? Like, what do I have on my tool belt? I got a machete. I got a saw. I got a pickaxe, a hatchet. So I'm gonna say let's just try to get some sharp sounding tools. So let's go to the bank. Oh, I'm stuck. I gotta open the door. It's a mystery, but we're gonna solve it. All right. Oh, wow. Look at that cool outfit. Prototype Colossus, huh? It's a pet? Alright. Let's go for chisel. Nope. What about a hammer? I have like attack hammers. Let's see. Blade. Well, I have the Fremenic blade. I'm sure that'll work. Alright, let's go to the Grand Exchange here. Okay, thank you, everybody. Alright. I need something sharp and flat that can go around the edges, right? And I need a grindstone probably as well, or a whetstone or something. Maybe. So, let's see. No, not that. Talk to this guy. Dragon Ward. Okay, interesting. Put that in the bank. Alright, can I get a chisel? Right, just one of these. Okay. And then I need a hammer. But just like a regular, like, crafting hammer. Here we go. Yeah, that. Okay, and then I need a grindstone. No, there isn't one. What about a whetstone? Sure. Okay. Well, these are expensive. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say this is actually costly. I know, isn't it awful, Nick, man? I could just go to the hardware store and buy it. Isn't that I'm embarrassed. Okay. But you see what I'm doing is I'm giving back to the other players. Alright. So now I have a chisel and a hammer. Let's see if that gets me closer. Okay? Oh, it's for treasure hunter. Okay. Yeah, because he said, like, you know, nose to the grindstone. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Good idea. Right. Okay. So Nickman's saying, hey, there's a workshop up here. Take a look around. Right? So what do we see? Discover inventor's workbench. Right. Well, I can't do that. But looks like he has a hook, a hammer, a pickaxe, and oh, there's the whetstone. Use my chisel on the whetstone. Nothing happens. Okay. Use the prime bar on the whetstone. Nothing happens. Use a blade on the whetstone. Nothing happens. Oh, I brought the wrong sharp tool. Okay, so I need to look for other sharp tools that I don't have at the moment. Okay. Well, let's look at all the tools that you can get. I could bring a pickaxe, I guess, or a hatchet or something. Or just a regular knife. Yeah, the regular knife would have been the way to go, right? Okay. Let's see if I have one. Yeah, Sir Theodore, I got that penguin earlier. There was also, Sir Theodore, an impling in the workshop. It was a beautiful day for me in the workshop. Alright, now I don't have a knife. Okay, alright then. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to see if I can actually buy some of these tools at the general store. Okay? All right. All right, knife. Give it to me. There's one knife. All right, we got a knife. And I can buy pickaxe and hatchet, but I don't know if I'm going to need these. And these aren't the ones that will be on my tool belt anyway, but let's just see. Let's see if we're getting closer. Actually, I think I've asked this question before, but when the game came out, was the Grand Exchange a feature of it? Or when did they add the auction house Grand Exchange if it was not an initial part of the game? Using the spine of the book as a guide. Interesting. Okay, the spine of the book was notched. 2007? Wow, okay. You cut teeth into the knife's blade. Alright. We have a key blade. Actually, I don't know if that's what I wanted, right? Maybe it is. We'll find out. General stores were it. So my experience then questing through the game is, you know, in many ways drastically different from your own because of the modern day conveniences that I have access to. You unlock the door with the Keyblade. Alright, playing Kingdom Hearts. Funny, Tabby, that's interesting. Alright, there's a cosmic door. Okay, let's look around this place. What do we got here? We have a puzzle, clearly, over here. We have flames. Just so many flames. Can I open this chaos door? The door is unmovable. It must be operated from somewhere else. Okay, and then let me just kind of look at this entire hallway before I make any decisions about what to do. There's a door down here. This door is locked. Well, of course. And there's also a door here, apparently. Wow. I can't interact with it. It must be something where you come out there. Alright, we can deal with that. Alright, let's check it out. Enough delaying. Oh, those are doors that they made for the quest that's never been released? Wow. Oh, that's fun, Sir Theodore. Yeah, sure. I get it. People were just barking out their wares. Okay. So, there's air rune, water rune. Alright, and then let's look at this puzzle. There's a fire rune. Okay. Okay. So let's see. What is this? If I do this, what happens? You remove the water rune from the emitter. Alright. Okay. You remove the air rune from the emitter, right? Examine the pillar. Fire, air, pillar. Okay. Interesting. And what else can I do in this room? There's a fire rune that's here. You remove that. Okay. And what else we got? We have an earth rune. Okay. So we have all these emitters. And we have runes. And there's a control panel that's way over here. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see this. And on the control panel... Okay. Oh, I have a little... GUI over here where there are some controls. And let's just see what happens. Something is preventing you from moving in that direction. Okay. That did something over here. It lowered... Oh, okay. So these can be either up or down. I see. Okay. Interesting. Alright. That one is locked in place. Okay. Can't move it up. Can't move it up. Can't move it up. Can't move it up. Can I push this button? What does this do? So if I push this button, it rotates this. Okay. So let's think about this. I want it to be like, alright, hey, I'm shooting out fire, and only fire gets hit. Alright, there's fire. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Alright, that could be air. That could be right. And then this, it could be, needs to be fire and air like that. And then, okay, so I could have this push water, this push air, and this push fire. Let's see what happens if I do that. I'm going to actually close this and just kind of go put the things in the emitter. I have no idea. Oh, this is Earth. Never mind. Okay, so let's see. Examine it. Right. I'm going to use an Earth rune right here.